As a tank player in Overwatch 2, my queue times are usually over 10 minutes. So, I have an announcement to make, boys. I'm quitting Overwatch and becoming a tier list main. Yes, that's right. You heard me correctly. We are doing an Overwatch 2 Heroes with Kiriko tier list maker. This should be fun, I think. Okay, so we're gonna rank all the characters in Overwatch 2. Also, we're not actually quitting Overwatch. That was a joke. I think everyone knew that, but that was a joke. Anyway, S tier. Okay, well we'll go character by character. That's what we'll do. So Diva is S tier. Diva's super busted. She has an extremely overpowered defense matrix. She does way too much damage. She can obliterate just about anything in the game. She gets her ultimate way too quickly. She's very strong. Zenyatta, A tier. I think Zen's good. I think he's very close to S tier. We'll put him at S tier actually. I think he's the second or the best support in the game. At the moment. It's gonna be hard to rank Kiriko when we get to her, but I think Zen's really strong because we don't have competitive data on her. We just don't. But he's really good. Discord has always been strong. His snap kick is a nice quality of life buff to prevent dives, to counter dives, rather. Bastion, we're gonna put him at C tier. I think he's one of the worst DPS in the game. He has a pretty high damage output, but I don't know. He just has a pretty low win rate from what I've seen. He doesn't do much. He puts out a lot of damage. He has a decent amount of mobility now. Well, not a decent amount of mobility, but he has a decent amount of flexibility now, as opposed to just being good in very, very rare situations. So I think he's good. Monkey. Everyone knew I was going to put S tier for this. Monkey's really, really strong. Unfortunately, not as strong as this bitch, but he's strong. He's really good. He has a lot of flexibility. Dive is just very strong right now. Kree, I'm going to put him at B tier. I'm bouncing between A and B. I think B tier. I think he's good. I don't think he's great. I think he's just outclassed by a lot of the rest of the DPS roster. That can do more quicker, essentially. Sigma, we're gonna put him at S tier. He has an insane one-shot combo now where he can rock primary fire and any 200 health character dies. He has 550 health and a lot of it is shield, so it regenerates over time. He's very, very strong. Widow hasn't received much changes. We're gonna put her at B tier. She's really strong. It's just she's very hard to play. I would say. You just have to hit shots on her. She has 200 health, so you know what? I'll put her at A tier because I think she's better than Overwatch 1 Widow. But yeah, that's Widowmaker. Orisa's hard to rank, but I'm gonna put her at B tier. I don't think she's the worst tank. She's pretty close to C tier though, I will say. She just doesn't do much. Her ultimate's really trash. I don't know. I think she needs some tuning, 100%. But I think she's close to being A tier at the same time. Like she's very, very balanced in B. Like I think she could get some pretty minor buffs and hit A tier, but I also think she could get some pretty minor nerfs and get C tier. I think she's very fragile. Well, let's put it like that. Baptiste is an interesting one because he got a lot of buffs and he's essentially like Zenyatta now. But I think he got those buffs because they realized he just wouldn't be able to get as much value with his healing in Overwatch 2. So, I mean, they're right. I'm going to put him at B tier. I think he's pretty bad. Well, I don't think he's bad, but I think he's just mid because the problem is he's basically just a worse Zenyatta. He does a lot of healing, but he does a lot of damage too. Most Baps, not very good at doing damage, but you know, in GM High Masters, it gets more likely, obviously. Ashe, we're gonna put her at A tier. She's really good. She's played a lot in Overwatch League. She's good in poke comps, especially with like Sigma. She's just really strong. She received very few changes, but she has a lot of free reign on one tank. And so I think she's pretty damn good. Genji, S tier. I don't think he needs much explanation. He just received one minor damage buff, I'm pretty sure. Don't think anything else changed. But he's just crazy strong. Sojourn, her slide ability is crazy. It is on a way too short of a cooldown. I say that as a monkey player. Like, it is very rare that you can dive a Sojourn if they have slide. And I 100% look for Sojourns to like use their slide before I jump them, because they can just get out. But it's also a really good engagement tool because of how short its cooldown is. A lot of times you can get in and get out with slide. So yeah, Zarya, S tier. I think in general there's a rock paper scissors match. We're gonna move Sigma down to A tier. I'll explain that after I explain Zarya. There's a rock paper scissors match here. Diva beats Monkey, Monkey beats Zarya, Zarya beats Diva. I don't think that's necessarily true, obviously. It's not universal. But that is pretty common in ranked right now. Sigma, I'm moving down because now that I think about it, even though he's very good, don't think he's S tier. He's still very, very good. But I don't think he has the flexibility that these tanks do. Queen. She's a hard one to rank. She received a lot of nerfs. I'm gonna put her at B tier. I don't think she's horrendous. But she has a lot. I mean, she definitely, what she does well. I hate playing monkey into her, just for the simple fact that she has a shift that can destroy my dive. Like, it just becomes impossible to kill a support or anyone that she shifts, basically, as monkey. If I'm solo diving, even if I'm diving with another person, it comes unlikely. And then I have to get out, or I just die and they engage off of the ending off of the shout. So she's okay. I don't think she's horrendous. I think she definitely needs some buffs to become very good, but I don't want those at all. Not even close. Now Moira. D. I think she's the worst support in the game. Her only utility was healing, and now there's less to heal. She's just useless. She's actually so bad. Mercy, C tier, second worst support in the game. I don't think she's... Here's the thing. On paper, I feel like she should be really good in 5v5, but I just haven't seen it. She gets countered pretty easily. I think people are still learning her Guardian Angel as well. I think if people get good with her new Guardian Angel, she can be pretty good. Because her mobility is just insane now. Mei, we're gonna put a B tier. She's not horrendous, but she's just mid. She doesn't do much. New. She doesn't have the freeze anymore, which is awesome because that CC was horrendous. But I don't know. I have trouble. She's pretty niche. So I don't know. She's niche. Hanzo. Hanzo's a hard one to rank. I want to put him at B tier too. He's good. High skill ceiling, high skill floor. I don't remember what changes he got. I'm pretty sure he got some changes to his storm arrow. But he's okay. I don't know. There's not much to say about him. I just think he's outclassed by other DPS, like, significantly. Especially like Genji Sojourn. Like, the mobility is why these characters are good. And Hanzo doesn't have the same level of mobility, obviously. Kiriko, I might get some flack for this, but I'm going to put her at B tier. I think she's the most well-balanced new hero we've ever gotten. In terms of since the launch of Overwatch 1. The second most balanced being Orisa, who is a little underwhelming. Kiriko, I don't think is overwhelming. I think she's pretty well balanced right now, actually. I don't think she's busted at all. She has a good ult. Really high skill ceiling shots. And she's fun to play. I don't know. Lucio, he's a hard one to rank. I'm gonna put him at A tier. I don't think he's as good as some other supports. But I do think he's pretty useful in 5v5. He can do a lot of fragging. I would say a lot of Lucios that were heal bots at lower ranks are gonna lose SR. It's very hard to play Lucio as a heal bot in Overwatch 2. You should not do it at all. Reaper. We're gonna put him at B tier as well. He's just mid. He has lost a lot of the strength against certain heroes that he used to soft counter, like Monkey. I don't think he's as good against Monkey anymore. One, because of the 550 HP. Two, because, well, I will say he's better in some scenarios. Like, he's better with peeling, I would say. Just because, well, Monkey has to peel more, and if Reaper can get on the back line, he's just a lot more of a threat. He's not as much of a threat to, like, D.Va, who would normally be peeling in Overwatch 1, because 2 tank. But now that there's only 1 tank, Monkey has to peel more, and Reaper's good in those scenarios. So, I don't know. I don't think he's horrendous. I think he's just weaker in 1 tank in general. Ana, S tier. You guys knew I was going to say this one. She's very good. She has utility. She has more utility than a Swiss Army knife. She's crazy. And she basically always has been. Soldier, I'm going to put him at C tier. I think he's outclassed by most DPS heroes. He's very basic. I don't think he's horrendous if you know how to play him well. I think he's better than Bastion, but I don't think he's... I don't know. He's just blanket mid, you know? Well, all these characters have, like, scenarios where they're, like, really good. I would say Soldier just has scenarios where he has no scenarios where he's really good, and that's why he's C tier. Junkrat, he's a really hard one to rank because he's really strong, but he's also really bad. Like, I don't know. I've seen him lose so much. Like, he just is not getting a crazy high win rate. But at the same time, on paper, I think he's really busted. His boops are insane. So I don't know. It's a little confusing. Sim, we're going to put it Sim C tier. I think she has some scenarios where she's good. I think those scenarios are few and far between, though. Tracer, we're going to put it A tier. I don't think she's good as Trey or Genji Sojourn, but she's very good, especially in the hands of those who are good at her. She's practically unkillable. She has a lot less peel and a lot less counters without CC. So she's gone a lot better. Comparatively, I would say. Hamster, another really, really, really hard hero to rank. I don't know. He's okay. I'm gonna say he's okay. Because I don't know. I've heard such mixed opinions on Ball. One, like, a lot of people say, like, oh, he's busted. A lot of people say, oh, he's complete trash. And I'm not sure which I agree with entirely. I think he struggles a lot without a second tank to do what he wants to do. Because he's essentially been playing like solo queue, like his entire life as Ball. Like, you just frag, as an individual. You can't do that as much. You have to peel more. So I don't know. I think he's okay. Hog, I'm going to put it B tier too. I don't think he's as bad as some people are saying. He does get countered pretty easily. Actually, yeah, I'm going to put him at C tier. He gets countered pretty easily, and he is not that strong. He's super unkillable. He has a 350 HP vape now, which is insane. Reinhardt, ooh, we're going to put C tier too. I really like Reinhardt. I think he's super fun to play in Overwatch 2, but he's just super challenging. Pharah, we're going to put it B tier. I think she gets outclassed by a lot of the DPS roster. Like, a lot of these heroes, I think, outclass her. Which is weird. I don't know why. Because she's had virtually no changes, but it's just not great. Echo, we're going to put A tier. I think she's really good. I think she's better than Pharah right now. She's always been better in that matchup. But I think she's pretty good into Genji Sojourn. And yeah, Sombra, S tier. One of the strongest DPS in the game right now. Her hack while invis is crazy good. And she does a lot of damage, and her EMP is insane. The EMP Nano, great combo. Brig. Ooh, Brig's a hard one to rank too. I think I want to put her at B tier. I don't think she's awful. I think she's outclassed by a lot of supports. As you can see, I think without her stun, a lot of her utility is just gone. Torb. I'm struggling between C and B. I think we're gonna put him at C. I don't think he's awful. I just think he's below average in every sense of the word. Doom, last but not least. Well, okay, actually, last and least. He's just, without his techs, his skill ceiling has been lowered so much. He has, I don't know, very little strength, I'd say. So that is the objectively correct Snowman OW sponsored Overwatch 2 Hero Tier List. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I appreciate everyone coming out. If you have not already, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.